Hey, Sambo. Non non-temple buildings. No. No, I don't have that planned currently. Might be something I have to consider adding. I'm not sure what those look like, depending on. I'll have to give that some thought. I would imagine that the people that typically build temples like this put all their efforts into the temples, and their homes are typically made out of wood. Whereas these temples is what is left of the civilization, because they put all their stone into them. But that's just me overthinking it. Have any classic homes in mind? Let me know. Maybe I can give him a spin. Maybe. Who knows? I'm actually a bit shocked I'm even doing this because this is a pretty. I'm starting to understand why there aren't a lot of these pyramids and cigarettes, and I mean, I understood prior to this that's the reason why I haven't made any of these temple complexes. They're very challenging. I'm not challenging, more tedious, but at the same time challenging. You get one thing wrong and you have to kind of restart over. And you also want to be sure you're giving it enough detail and enough size. I discovered that it's pretty quick to actually make things too big in this style. So right now I'm trying to restrain myself. Like, I used my original here as a guide. This one is pretty big. Your figurines will be pretty small on this map already. And what I found was that when I started trying to make really large things, it really became unruly. And though I definitely want to make like a large temple complex eventually, right now I am going for the smaller things. And my hope is to just make a collection of very, very useful temple pieces, slabs, that people can use and create their own exciting ruins to explore. For example, I'm not adding roots and foliage to these right now. I might not even do that because maybe you want to put some snow on them. Yeah, we'll see. And also things like this top area here, might be better to just release these without them, and then people can put whatever they want at the top of the pyramid. Or cigarette, I'm not sure what is the proper term for these stepping pyramids. We'll see. I do think that kind of approach would be full. Oof, these are. I know I should just split them up into pieces. Let me try to do this. I'm gonna do one more step. One more step. And that's as big as I would go. And one of the reasons for that is it's also as big as I would imagine you would have a pyramid on an actual temple. I mean, on an actual tabletop. Like, if you actually built it, you can't build these things too big. I'm always trying to keep that in mind when I build. I find that often leads to just more manageable sizes. Oh, also for your own sanity's sake. It's also important. Let's see if I can make these. Like so. But yeah, again, thank you for the suggestion. I wouldn't have been making this if it wasn't for the suggestion. I really wouldn't. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's not how much time that goes into it and the chances of it going wrong. It's always kind of been intimidating me. I think I got that size right there. Okay, so this... Are these the missing pieces I need to build this? Delete things. I'm looking for like what is the fastest slabs I need to build something like this. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Like that. Ugh. I'm not sure if even releasing slabs of this kind is helpful because it's such a... You have to get it perfectly right. Okay. We have this large. Actually, probably need something on the sides here. Just thinking maybe I should use this. Too bad it doesn't just run it on the side. Like that's not too bad. I don't hate that. It's rare I just put the palette down like that and just drag. I think this might actually be one of those times. Is there something we have that we can put at the end here? With a Morgoth. It's almost working. Just too detailed. Though I would probably do something like this at some point. Because different, like if you look at real temples like this to like Angkor Wat and so on, they're built over time, so there will be variations in color and stone and condition. So it's okay. But this isn't set at night. I don't think we can get away with it just here, just... Ah. Okay. This one. Again, it's not too hard. It's tedious. Like my mind is racing as I am building these because I miscalculate. I just have to go back and place down so many, and I'm lazy. I don't have time for that. Better get it right on the first try. Yeah. I think this is gonna work. Sides here. I think that's gonna be a pretty useful piece here. Right, I think we're gonna also make the final piece here. Gonna make it a bit larger than the others, or taller, so that it just really rises the entire pyramid off the ground here. Oh, this is getting messy. I'm gonna bring in some reinforcements. Where are you? Oh no, did I get rid? No, there it is. There it is. We're just gonna copy this entire piece. Always have an extra piece, right? You can see how this is going from one end to larger and larger. I'm wondering if I should have built it slightly steeper. This one is pretty wide. I would probably, if I were to redo this, I would make it steeper. Yeah. Which I might be inclined to do after this, because it gets easier as you build. Start to recognize different tricks. Steal some more here. Why I'm moving this is because I'm gonna move this entire thing. I don't think this is too big for a slab, right? There we are. That lets us do this as well. This is on the side. I find that this just really helps define the structure of the temple or the cigarette. Like without it, you still get a good effect, but you can try it yourself. It just kind of is lacking something. If you look at any reference of these things, which have been the side kind of fence or whatever you would call this, it really helps define the shape of those stairs. And I think this is my favorite solution so far for it, so I'm gonna stick with it. Now we made this taller, goodness. Oh, did we? Oh, come on. Oh, really? It worked? Oh, that makes me so happy. And that's why we always work in blocks. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So that means... Oh, what do we do here? Do we just copy it? Probably could. But it kind of... sit where it should... Oh. Oh, there it goes. That's tempting. That's very tempting. Look at that. Side piece. Side piece there. Why is that one double? Confuses me. This one is not. That one is. Okay. Oh. Oh! There he is. Oh, wow, that is such a flaw. Ah, no. Oh, I didn't pay attention. Oh, it's gonna keep me up at night. That's okay. I think we have a quick fix for it. So take that away. Phew. No, you're gonna stay. Ugh. Oh, right, and this one is also wrong. Sanity is slowly fading here. 2. Oh, come on, man. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of these. So the way you copy and paste these, yeah, there it works. But if you include these, it doesn't work. I wonder if that will continue. Oh, that's such a messy little, like, I don't even know if it's a, well, you know what, I'm gonna call it a bug. It's a bug. It's a bug. And I know they're working. It's give him time. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe you didn't even notice it. You just not mention the flaws I notice. Okay. And then I also like to, like, you see this gap here? Look at these from the outside. You see there's like gaps. I don't want that, so I do go in here, do fill the gaps, but I try to do it as efficiently as I can. Typically would fill this structure with just more. But I want this to be a bit more efficient than that. So I'm not. Okay. Now, just have to delete this. I'm selecting these. You know what? We might as well stretch it across. That keeps everything. I don't need to change the top here. The top was fine. Just this bottom piece. And I wonder, let's see, will this work? Oh, that's looking promising. Oh, that is so much time saved. I'm so happy. It did work. I think it worked. That seems to be aligned. You just need to go in here and we'll fill in those as we go. And these, and you might notice I have made this. It's super easy to copy and paste it. Like there's a seam right here on this side for the staircase. So it's very easy for me to add and remove it. And you are planning to build a full complex like this, I recommend doing the same thing for your own sanity's sake. And we're gonna just place it here, and I know that's gonna fit right there in the corner. I hope so. I'll place them. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be just fine. So, reveal to me. There we are. And just gonna place. It's definitely more than I normally would want to do, but I think the end result will be worth it. Just don't like to see in builds. And of course, if you were to put a interior in this, then hey, it's ready to go. I could use the carving effect. I don't know if you've seen my YouTube tutorial my tutorial on how to carve your dungeons. If you haven't, have a look. It's one of my favorite methods for making dungeons of some size and still retaining my sanity. I think that's important, right? Okay, I'm gonna place. I'm also doing something I normally don't do, and that is I have a very tall step here. Very often I try to just do a half step or something. You know, technically I could just lower this, and you know what, I'm going to do that. That looks a little bit better. And it could even be argued that you should have a hole here, but because this will be a ruin and you don't really worry too much about that, I am more interested in the overall shape of the pyramid. Reason I'm gonna make it less easy to be a pedestrian. This building. And there we are. Oh, no, almost. And there we are. Oh, weird little gap inside here. Of course, these sides too needs. Oh wow, I haven't done that on any of them, have I? Yeah. Let's see. Now in the background, what I have is a bunch of little pieces. Will allow me to add foliage and overgrown stuff, and we're gonna ruin these things eventually too. But in order to ruin it, you need to know what it looked like in the first place, right? And though I would technically be perfectly fine with just placing a lot of these just kind of randomly, because of their size, I don't know. I wouldn't. It gets kind of hard to place them randomly. Then you really need a lot of what do you call it of landscaping, and that landscaping takes time too, especially in TaleSpire. So yeah, that little road piece I'm working on here. I'm not super happy about it, but I think it will help these complex like structures. Here I made it a bit wider. Do something like that. That would be nice. Probably make an alternative top structure. Oh, what's this? I can see through here. A few of these, so that's not a thing anymore. So one thing that is a little bit boring with these structures is like it's like I don't think they're known for having rooms inside of them. But they kind of beg for it, right? There should be a room in here. Maybe they do have that. I really need to go travel more. Or at least watch a documentary. My impression is that they're just kind of like the real pyramids, and they're mostly just stone. There's barely any rooms in them at all. If there is one, it's like underneath the entire structure. Anyhow. See here. I'm attempting to just continue that. And then I am actually kind of tempted to place that at the top there. An extra little detail. And then we need something like that. It's a bit lighter than the original. Go a little bit gentler this time. Do some of these. So, and then it's always like, do you make a roof or not? What is the right choice here? I'm going to try with Ruined Temple here. Let's see. I think if I am going to one section with stones first. So, too bad. A little taller than I want it to be, so I'm going to take this and over to about there. That feels more like you have to be careful with the heights. Now there's more, this feels more balanced, realistic even. Even though This right here feels like it should be elevated just by 1 degree. Can I? Oh, look at that. Oh, that won't work even, but I could put it right in the middle. It's kind of nice. And so we could even. Oh, that's gonna be silly. Yeah, that's silly. Yeah, that's too colorful. Can do this. So yeah. Yeah. I like all of that. We'll bring in those. And I have been, so I have my favorites down here. This is the dungeon cellar. And I do mix it in here and there. As if this stuff is like the leftover from the original temple. I tried to treat it that way. Does this one need to be one down? Feels like this will be a good place to have something. Yeah. I'll go by that one with default, but I'll make a note of it. Please put whatever you want at the top. Up there as you see fit. Yeah. Okay. There's the sides here. These could definitely be made more interesting. I don't know if that's more interesting yet. I have to try this though. I won't. Okay, so those, they don't blend at all. Okay. The beginning then. Gotta think about that. So my plan is to, so yes, you have a big cigarette like this, right? But my plan is that with all of the slabs, yes, you can change the top. And once you have one of these, I also want you to be able to bring in some other details to give your structure just a little bit of extra personality. I haven't gotten very far on that yet, but we'll get there. There's one of them. If we're gonna just like the top here, you could do something like could you do, let's see, thought there was a, yes there isn't. What is the piece I'm looking for? Maybe something like that. Oh, you know what it was? It was green. It's this one. I use this one too much, but somebody stopped me. Thinking was to have a light or something. Don't love it. I don't love it. It doesn't feel that natural. What could you use? Right? This might be the kind of thing that the players don't notice too much. They just kind of take it for granted. Here I have some pieces that I'm considering using as well. The idea here then is that you can come in and decorate the temple as you see fit. Oops. You can have these on the outskirts. Again, I really need to build more of these. You can kind of repeat certain motifs over and over so that each ruin becomes distinctly yours. There we go. That might be something. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, we're gonna just take that away for now. There we are. So now we have 2 of those. We got some smaller ones. Still thinking about that steeper solution I was talking about. Just to demonstrate. Let's see. Turn this guy. And we do want to do just kind of tighten it. Now, how do we do that? How do we do that? Do we do it this way? Then we take away everything. Nope, that's too much. Oh, Hootie, it's good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. We're really bringing in the old names. Also know it's getting late when Australia is up. But gotta build these temples, right? Cannot not build them. Hope you'll understand. Here, just gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Build it all the way. That. This one actually. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. What's going on here? Oh yeah. Okay. Now we have a clean top, which again is a piece I really like. I'm just gonna have that available. That might be also a good slab to have. But the reason I wanted to do this is because I just want to make the overall steepness faster and sharper. I don't want these anymore. These are outdated. Start on the side. There. Now, just rid of these there. We have here. What? 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 How did I? Oh, they bugged out. They bugged out, so these are, see, they're certainly not on the grid anymore. Yeah, I should remember that. This piece is a little cursed. No. Okay, we gotta go and get the original pieces then. And this down here. Just down on both sides so they're easier to grab. Cool. Now we have staircase. Right here. Sort of does. Does, but we're just a little bit too low here, so we're just gonna take this piece, fit it right where we want it to. And then stop. Off. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. Now we have that outside. That's good. Wondering. Replace these on. Will we do anything else? Yeah, I think having also different, not just different heights of these pyramids and ziggurats in your temple complex, but having some of them being steeper, but also smaller, like it just adds that little extra detailing, which just makes the places feel more real. I think that's important. Now, here I am tempted. Oh, let me just do this, and that gives us that little ledge there. I like that. I like that. To give some variety to these. Bring in these guys. Place it entirely. There. Or there. And do I have? Yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, but I think this one will glitch out on us. So, well, we gotta try, right? Pretty sure it will. I hope it won't, because it means I have to do the job. No, did it work? It worked. And would you look at that? Okay. Means we can take this, copy this entire piece, take this away. Oh, what a relief. Well, there will be some repetition both sides here, but once you start decorating them, I think others won't notice that too. Let's see. Okay, so we got this. Is it equal on all sides? Always do a double check. I think we're good. But I also think I'm lazy and I'm starting to become a little paranoid. So I'm gonna go and get just what I need over here. So these are pretty expensive, but I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter in TaleSpire. I'm yet to make a map that doesn't work for me. Hopefully that will work. Of course, to everyone watching, I'm also interested in what you are building. Or if you have tried any of my slabs, you can find all my slabs on mod.io. It's a link. I'll be so happy if you use any of my stuff in your campaigns. That would be so cool. Especially if you tell me about it. And that's extra cool. Because why else are we doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I am enjoying this. Sleep. So fun. Most relaxing activity I can think of. Fill in the gaps here. There we are. Okay. Now that feels sure, so I'm gonna take this. Move it over here. This guy too. Move it over there. That might be part of like a little group of things I need. Keep on hand, but yes, very excited to actually have this extra cigarette style. So they're same height, but well, are they? No, this one is actually a little taller. But yeah, that'll be super helpful. Super helpful to have. Even wonder if you could you do this? Could you do this? Now you have. Oh, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? No way. That would be really cool. We take this piece and we just merge it. That's fun. And now we have one more variation. Ah, that is a very, very helpful corner there. We're going to put that in the useful corner. Because you could also use this to make like very wide structures. Just have to see what that looks like. Take this, copy over, boom, you're done. And make some of these. Just fill in. We have the entire corner. Now you suddenly have ability to make wider areas as well, which honestly might even be more helpful in some scenarios. Maybe you want a big battle at the top of a period, a pyramid. And I mean, like you just put on some. Oof, well, maybe not that one, but you put on some fog. Oh my goodness. Like that. And you just say, yep, this thing is at the top of a much bigger thing, and you can see other pyramids in the distance, but you are fighting on the top of this one. I think that could work. That one. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I might keep this guy in too then. I will make it a bit more randomized before I upload it, of course. These stairs are very hard to randomize because we don't have a lot of pieces go with. And honestly, this, I feel like this size, get it, I don't know, that doesn't feel entirely right to me, but maybe if you actually use it a bit more, it'll feel a bit better. I don't know. This doesn't feel entirely right to me. We'll see. I definitely have to find some way of making these staircases feel not too uniform. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Anyhow, I'll put that one in the slabs as well. I definitely have to start making some slabs coming up soon. This is starting to feel much better. Now my plan for these is to make a bunch of things. I actually have one of the first ones actually out already. It's called Root. I'm shocked there aren't others like this, but it's just to add to your overgrown ruins, so that if you have something, say this piece, you can just add this very quickly and make it look as if it is more detailed than perhaps it was originally when you made it. Like so. You put a big tree on the top there and suddenly have something growing out of it. Yeah, I'm excited for this piece. That'll be fun. Upload that one too. Making lots of things for that. This complex thing will come together pretty soon. The only thing I'm not 100% on is the environment, the bottom here, because that will get out of hand fast, and it's pretty time consuming to make. I guess you could forego having any water like this there. There's something fun with having pieces and parts like that. Yeah, I have to look at that. That's part of the challenge, right? And maybe, yeah, I don't know. I feel much better about this set already today. I'm wondering what pieces have I not made? Yeah, to make a bunch of gates. Gates are cool. Gates are important. Gates and also like this thing can actually work as a bridge. Make enough of them. Just combine them like that. Have a bridge. Could be fun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking at someone's real life temple complex and just see what pieces they used, what they needed. That can also be really helpful. Just see what's out there. Like I'm noticing there's a lot of decorated heads in these things. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making some shrines. You can what's going on here? Oh, it's like one. There we go. Yeah, making some shrines, you know, that you can place around, make the sign look yours. Probably do that with this thing. You can place these together. Something like that. We combine that with and you could use Mega Ruin. Give that oh, give that old vibe, and then put in some castle runes here. blend relatively well. Want them to. I wonder if you can do. Where did it go? Come on. Get away with something. No. No, we can't. Like that. Kind of interesting. Maybe we put a that. And have a piece up here. Maybe with a something like that. It's kind of falling apart. Coming apart. Do that. Yeah, definitely. It'll take a moment to kind of get this style going. But I definitely want to make something where it's just quick to make the different things that you need. Oh, I really wish we had more statues. That would be nice. Or just carvings of any sort in these rocks. You didn't have to make them yourself like this all the time. There's one that has survived at the top here. Yeah, I'm definitely experimenting with those. And there's, of course, there's these things. I still find these too, they look too new. Really blend with things, but I think there's a very fun structure you could make with it if you just went all in on it. This hasn't been something that I've been feeling. That's terrifying. Yeah, maybe there's like a copper combination here. Something like this. These copper details, it could be nice. Definitely be considering that. See. Okay. Oh. We have a bedtime, that's what we have. It's time for me. You called it a night. My goodness, but hey, thank you so much for everyone for watching. I will definitely be back with this set and then I will release it. And yes, definitely some sacrificial altars will enter the mix here. Just a reminder, you have this one altar and I'll definitely be using that in some capacity. That's for sure. I'm also, I forget what these are called, but they're super nice. Is it Circle? Yeah, by Winston the Butterfly. This one is particularly one of my favorites, but there's a lot of good ones here. Trying to bring in these, giving tops of these a certain feel to them. That's going to be really, really fun. This one I like. Oh, they all have lights, do they? That's funny. Oh, boom, there you have it. That's it's done. That'll be fun to do too. See how many of these. Wow, there's. Oh yeah, Black Wolf Magic also made many of these, if not the majority. Yeah, they're super cool. Always Decent has made some stuff here. Making so. Oh, even I have made circles now. Well, this one isn't very useful, but you need a wooden circle. There it is. You know, even just doing that might make these structure not feel so square. So you know, something to consider. That might be. So this piece, I really should do more of these. That might also work in a larger scheme. Some sort of design. This one is my favorite though. This one is just really cool. What even is that? What even is that? This one has this amazing detail in here. You have to get it just right. Maybe this set doesn't do it justice entirely, but I just like what that looks like. Really like that. What is this? These are frames. That's so funny, but it works so well. Oh, I love that. Wish we had a few details like that in the actual system as well. That would have been nice. But yeah, I know. See what we bring in. Will definitely be one of the tips I have for this set is how do you make each one of them feel unique and interesting and so on. And yeah, you can do ruins and things, but you will really need some additional pieces. In fact, I think if you search for altar, wow, that's it. Got some grimdark, and this might also be a case of altar being too short of a word and it just doesn't do anything. The same way that if you search for bed, you get these three, nothing else. Maybe if you search for shrine, you might get some stuff here. Oh, wow, that's one is my favorite. Yeah, not a lot of those either. We'll definitely have to make some shrines. Definitely we'll have to explore. Yeah, there's lots of things to be doing. I hope to release these to the world very, very soon. And then people can just, you know, make variations and creations and all sorts of things that gives us a nice, simple, complex environment. And maybe I can even find, ooh, that's cool. Maybe I can even find some landscape that I can place this stuff on that is faster than this jungle landscape. I do have some jungle already made. There's some stuff that isn't mine. Equal has made some incredible stuff here. Highly recommended. Also, Jaren Souls has some cool pieces that, yeah, it's worth checking out. This one. This bridge is so simple, but it works so well. I love it. And then I have, no, that's Jaren Souls. Haha, where's my stuff? Yeah, there's a lot of good jungle trees here. In fact, searching for jungle might be the... Is that what I did? Yeah, I did search for jungle. Okay, my stuff isn't even showing up anymore. Oof. Is it really gone? No, there it is. Overgrown mound. As a couple of these. I will be bringing in those two. Because they can really help give some detail quickly to these things. So that will be helpful. These guys, boop. Voila. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Hey, put a subscribe down if you want to see more of this stuff, and I will keep making it. Leave a comment, especially if you leave a comment on the video. That has a huge impact on what I choose to build next. So check out the videos on my channel, check out the live streams. If you see stuff that you like, just leave a comment. Tell me what you see that you would like to see more of, and I will be giving it a try. Maybe I can build some of it. And of course, just search for Lemurian on mod.io to see the community stuff that I'm building. I'm having a blast building it, and I am taking quests. That's all. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll be back in the near future, and we'll build some more temples together. All right. You have a great night.